Comrades, welcome back to Realpolitiks with Turkey. Come now, I know you didn't think you'd see this one again, be honest. But you know, even if it is the end of our Turkish campaign, we still have to give it an honorable send-off, is the best way I think I could put it. Now, obviously, the invasion of the USA a few episodes ago was a very bad idea, and we are paying the price for that poor decision. And right now we're facing an inevitable defeat at the hands of Germany, France and Iran, our erstwhile ally, which stabbed us in the back here. Now, against this, there's obviously no hope. We are going to lose all of them. The question is just, what do we do? At least I want peace, so we can see where things end up. Now, we still have unhappiness in Central Anatolia, which is very understandable given our current predicament. We are researching the digital bureaucracy and the highways network. I doubt this will be beneficial to us in the long run, but we still have to do what we have to do. We are still in a truce with, a huge number of countries here, but we're not the only ones in trouble with the UN, as you can remember. There is also the whole thing about the galaxy exploration for the outer planets, but I don't know. Honestly, we've done 8% participation with this. We might as well continue. It might actually be a good thing, you know. At the end of the day, we still have all of these space colonies, so if Turkey collapses, we still have a place to go. Of course, the moon is the first choice here. The moon is Turkish, after all. So, yes, other than that, the wars and, of course, the immense war losses we have here. I don't know if it's ever been this high in any of my games before, but, you know, we have to take the hits. The question is, what do we do with our existing forces here? Because we're on the back foot everywhere. We have a running war that we're still sort of supporting with the US, but we can ignore that one. Just, it's out of the picture. With Iran, we have currently 10 units or divisions of armor and 10 aircraft wings, as well as our navy for whatever good that will do. We don't really share a coastline with them. I don't know if this will be a good thing, but okay, that's at least some troops. In terms of the French one, we have nothing. So, let's see, do we have anything? We have nothing to assign at all. So, 33 out of 51 units, and we are busy training more infantry. They will come in 23 days. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, we'll have to use 5 for the French side and 5 for the German side, just so we at least have something. In the meantime, I don't think there's really a point to assigning any kind of operation. Secure the front. We have no unit type, so we can't do it. So that's something I've never seen before, but that makes sense. Same thing, nothing at all. So let's take the hits, comrades, and let's continue. They're just running rampant all over Turkey. Of course, they're only beginning now. They're securing their beach fronts and all of that, and then they'll advance all over the country. It's a sad thing to see. At least we won against Iran there. Something, I guess. It's because we have some units here, no infantry. So the things that we are doing there, of course, that doesn't need infantry at the moment to defend there. Let's just see. Operation Lost against the United States. We're still getting this because we are so heavily invested with the rebels there. But they're on their own. Lost, 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 lost. Let it be what it will be. Lost against Iran as well. More aircraft destroyed. Infantry. The infantry is available. Stop. Take the airfields against Iran. We lost that one. No surprises anywhere. Let's just get a few units here at least. Just to save our dignity, you know. Same with the French side. I could just say 100%. But anyway. Let's just assign secure the front. I guess that's the most logical thing to at least try and do, even though it will undoubtedly fail because we need more different kinds of troops and units there. Somehow we're still second. That's some comfort, I guess. So yes, we worked hard for that prestige, and it's slipping away, but this is what we get for poor decision making. Secure the front against Germany, lost, and against France. They're probably coordinating their attacks, so they're doing the same things. Air supremacy, lost. Might as well speed it up. So France now sues for peace. They want to acquire Nautilia, so they're trying to steal our ocean base there, or sub-ocean base. Let them have it. It's nothing I can do. We've reduced our warmonger rating, that's one thing, and Germany wants a political victory, so they want their system. I don't know, this doesn't really make a difference to us because we are already democratic after the whole Canadian fiasco. But it does cost us a lot of prestige, so accept. Stop. Everyone is born free. Okay, we'll have a look at that new task in a moment, but now we can at least assign everyone to the Iranian front here. That will probably at least give us a better chance. I wanted to say it will probably make the difference, but I don't think it really will make it easy still. It's all equal. We could try their armor destruction. They only have one. Poor souls, but okay. Lost there. I'm not even interested in that anymore. But strangely enough, the sort of, I don't know, this is not the Union and the Confederacy, but the normal US troops are not really making inroads against the rebels, despite their advantages. Capture the key cities. We won. That was a defensive thing, I think. Yes. What? Who nuked us? Seriously? Iran nuked us? Come on now. So they got their nuclear weapons after all. Attack on army, and we lost 12 units. Now we're even worse off than before. Oh well, Navy also destroyed aircraft, armor and so on. I wonder if we... No, but we're never going to take over all of Iran, but I wonder if it's possible to take over another country's nuclear stockpile. Probably not. They'll probably destroy it before you do. Don't care about the US side. So really, at the end of the day, I'm wondering if we're going to win this one. But that point aside, Turkey will still be here, and we'll still have almost all of our prestige. We did lose a good chunk of it, but we're still second place. We just lost Nautilia here. Where is Nautilia? I think it's in the Indian Ocean. Yes, that's French now. So, and we're democratic. Of course, that's going to change everything in terms of trying to expand again, because you can't do that as a democratic power, not easily anyway. So, we'll have some choices, comrades, whether to keep going or to end the whole thing. But let's just not count our chickens before they hatch. Gave up their operations, don't care, I'm more interested in this here. And we lost there. We can't even destroy one tank. It's the massive destruction that's been wrought against us. Let's just try anyway. We still have stock market responsibilities though. Lost. Can't add new markets, okay. Try something else. It doesn't help ambushing them. Maybe, well, let's train some more troops. I think that's probably the most logical thing at this point. Transports. I don't know why it even gives us the option to click there if we can't get that. But anyway, what is it that we need? We need aircraft, most of all, I would say. And we need, well, more of everything. But let's get more aircraft first. Let's even get 20. And then the rest infantry and tanks. Navy is pointless at this junction. Okay, at least that's getting us back in our production again. Where's that investment thing in... okay, block of Thailand's no real concern of ours. Lost another one. Let's just keep investing in this. Maybe we'll score a moon or something somewhere and have another place to flee to. I need tea to calm my nerves. Watching our life's work slip away. Infiltration. At least keep them busy until the reinforcements arrive. So, failed again. How are we so... man, it's obvious why we're so bad against them, but still it's disappointing. Very tempted to just let them have their way with us, but let's do ambush. At least save our dignity again. So yes, the other thing now, comrades, it's obviously not going to happen that we're going to rebuild the Ottoman Empire here. That's something we must now put aside. A lot of things to do differently next time if we ever do this campaign again. But I think it would definitely be time to turn our gaze to another country, perhaps. Have a fresh start, at least, even if we continue now with Turkey. That idea of getting the Ottoman Empire is definitely out of the picture. So let's just get peace, and then I'm getting ahead of myself, and then we can discuss future options here. That's the thing. Let's just see where we stand. Pick up our pieces, you know. Okay, more infantry. Oh, I don't want to see the US stuff anymore. I really don't care. I'm so sour about the whole thing. Still 43. Should we even bother? Why not? Just to get vengeance against the US. Success. At least keep them busy there, you know, for years and years and years in a long-running civil war, even if it doesn't go anywhere. Lost again. Minus 32 now. They're gonna ask for peace and they'll probably take something from us. What are they at this point? Let's just have a look. Totalitarian. Not a surprise, I suppose. They might try and impose that on us. If they do, that would actually be interesting. Bloc of France is destroyed. Why? What happened? Okay, no, Luxembourg left them. No shake-ups there. Let's see if we can get someone else in the stock market at least. Who is worth taking? Who would even accept us? South Korea, maybe? 1, 1, 2. I guess South Korea is really the best option. Sweden? Only 2. No. Canada? Former enemy? No. Let's take South Korea. At least it's something, you know? This is still giving us a great deal of money. About a third, well, no, a quarter of our income. So, let's go back to the simplified map view. Okay, there they sue for peace now. They want to acquire southeastern Anatolia. I'll give it to them. There, have your way with it. Lost against the US. Now let's pause here. So we lost this chunk of our territory. It's the only one they really could have taken. It's the only one that bordered them. But now we're all mangled here. Poor Turkey. We're looking all messed up here. Well, comrades, what now? That's the question. We finally have peace after all these years of fighting now. And we're still alive, of course. I think it's pretty hard to die in this game unless they really annex the whole country. But in a fight against a democracy, I doubt they do that. Unless, of course, you're France and you want Nautilia. But anyway, that wasn't a core of ours. It was technically, but not of our core territory. I doubt that makes a difference to the mechanics, though. But at any rate, here we still are. Let's just have a look. Are we still in the UN hit list? No, we're not. So I guess now we've been punished for our hubris, but now Iran is in the hit list. You know, it would be ironic if we could get a justification on them. Is such a thing even possible? I've never really played as a democracy other than in the US scenario that we're still doing. So I'm not sure about that. let's just see. We are a democracy, but only barely. So I guess years of tradition can't be washed away overnight. Then we have to fix the war damages, but let's just look at our tasks first. We still have the thing about more bloc members than South Korea. Let's get rid of it. It's not going to happen. Increase market earnings, that's always a worthwhile goal. And freedom is the most important human attribute. Have less than 3 personal control. Personal control is 6 at the moment, so it's not too far away from that. I'll keep that, I think. We'll soon get another task, so we can have a look at that as well. What I'm interested to find out now is, well, I guess we're in a peace treaty now with Iran anyway, so it's a moot point. Good grief, we've had so many enemies. So this will end in 3 years. Now, by then, the military intervention thing is probably going to disappear anyway. But let's just have a look here. If we wanted to declare war against them, it seems it would be a valid point, but I doubt if we could take our territory back there. Interesting point. Do we still have a core on that? Actually, just stop for a moment. We are stopped anyway. Relation map. This should tell us, yes, we still have a core on this. That's why it's the blue. And also we still have claims in Southern Europe there, or Southeastern Europe, but again, let's be honest, not anytime soon. You know, I'm tempted to sort of try, at least, you know, clawing our way back again. I don't want to surrender this campaign. We've invested so much in it and it's been such a fun trip. It's been a bad, you know, decade now for us, but we can recover. I still think we can end number 1. So let's continue, comrades. Again, the episodes might be few and far between, but the thing is still ongoing. I think that's a good choice, so let's stick with that. Well, so let's forget about the whole Iran thing for now. We're in a peace with them. This has to be a time of rebuilding for us. So let's have a look at our projects. We can cancel the Great Offensive now. And we can cancel No Step Back, for what good that did us anyway. What we want is the post-war rebuild. So we obviously have to wait until the other research is finished first. So many messages, I haven't even been looking at it. Let's just stop here. Peace with Pakistan and North Korea. Good grief, they were in a war. Interesting developments on the Korean Peninsula lately. Interested to hear your thoughts on that. Cautious optimism, I guess. Peace treaty between Pakistan and bloc of US. Good grief. Saudi Arabia, aircraft. I might as well clear all of this away, but I do see this war happening between Hungary and Romania. Seems Hungary is actually winning there. Peace between Turkey and Mashriq expired. Don't even think about it. Peace between Thailand and China. Kyrgyzstan, let's just clear it. That's old news now. Let's just see if we can invest in the expansion in space. Okay, almost. Maybe we'll get something there. That's a bit of prestige, I suppose. The other thing is also just to keep building up our armed forces again. At least for some defensive purposes for now. It's really a pity, though, about this thing not being able to settle the separatism here, because that means we're never really going to be able to expand permanently, because this thing is always going to hang over our heads here. Unused stock slot, let's see, is there anyone we could add now that's worthwhile? There's a 5. Algeria and Morocco might be good options. Never really looked in that direction before. Ethiopia as well. Pakistan is only 2. Iran, also 5. No, we anyway will have war with them again one day. Let's take Algeria, why not? They'll give us more than Italy at least. Probably still worthwhile keeping Italy though. Well, new units, where are we at the moment with that? 29 out of 43. Palestine left the bloc of Japan, which was a very weird situation anyway. New task. Just pause while we have a look at that. Universal Health Service. Something to consider maybe. Let's fast forward. We need to get this research done. There's the income from the stock market, so we get a decent price from that. And a new task. Brazil spying on us as if they didn't have enough already. Don't care about the US. Water conflict in Egypt, irrelevant to us. There, the Mashriq political system could use some refitting, help turn it into a democracy. That is something we might do, since we're not really trying now anymore to rebuild the Ottoman Empire. At least making them a democracy is a good idea, since they are still totalitarian after all these years. They do have a target on their back. I can't help myself, I really can't. 8, 3 and 2, what do we have? 10, 5 and 4, so we're much stronger than them. This should be a relatively short war if we could do this, and that would give us back some of our score. Do they have any allies? Well, obviously they're not in a bloc, so no. Well, if they have the UN justification, let's try it. Why not? We're anyway, if it backfires, then really we're not that much worse off than we are already, let's be honest. One victory to sort of wash away all the defeats, that would not be a bad idea. But that's what I said about invading the US, but okay, that's a different thing. A fresh breath of democracy. Okay, we'll just have a look at this. That is the same, okay, just checking there. Can we do it now? Still, relations are too good. No, I wanna have a war. Damage their reputation. That will bring it down whether it succeeds or fails. So that's a surefire way of decreasing relations. Fun, we got number 1. What do you know? Europa and all of its secrets now belongs to Turkey. And then of course India, Germany, at least they didn't get second place or first. So how far behind are we? Less than 1,000. It is salvageable, but we have to watch our backs. Japan is coming up in the ranks. Okay, let's just get this done. New units, don't care. Actually, I'm very curious. They still can't break through there. Let's help them again. Interesting. Indonesia, okay, so I have to have a look at that. How much money are we making now? We're really rolling in it just from the stock market. 64%. 600, okay, it's dropped back down, I guess. World economy is minus 0.19 again. Fast forward, come on, I want this war. I want to salvage our reputation somewhat. In this case, we could argue it's not for self-aggrandizement, it's for humanitarian purposes. Like we haven't heard that before. Done. Can we do it now? Yes, okay. Stop right there. So 49 against 20. War losses, of course. I think this should be a quick war. Let's do it. I want to secure the front. The real key is, of course, the capability differences between us and them. That's something I have to pay a lot more attention to in the future, especially with the Americans. So yes, heavy war losses. We're taking out all our anger and frustration on Mashriq. Okay, stop. Can I do Post-war rebuild. I know we're in a war again, but we need this. As soon as the war is over, it will help. Yes, Blitzkrieg. We're doing it, comrades. Speaking of Blitzkrieg, in the last few days I've actually been playing Hearts of Iron 4 again. I really haven't played it since the game first came out, to be honest. So I'm really terrible at it at the moment. But much fun, you know. Maybe one day we'll do that. But I fear the ire I would invoke from my poor knowledge of the game. But just like this one, over time, of course, experience adds up. And that's always a fun thing to get feedback from people. Airstrike, don't care. I say that, but I do care a little bit. Egypt status. Sure, we've got more important things to worry about right now, but okay. Money is always good. Yes! Well, that's the US thing. One, though. Pour more money into that conflict there. Post-war rebuild. Stop. Just right there. Let's have a look. What is it? We need the health thing. Freedom. Okay, whatever's going to help that, but we can have a look at that later. Let's just have a look at this universal health service thing. That does increase interventionism, though. But our economy has been doing really well lately, so I'm almost tempted to do this. Free healthcare widely available to all citizens. Don't all reasonable countries do that? Just saying. Let's do it. Airfields, please. Oh yes, we're gonna wipe the floor with them. Let's just hope we don't get too much warmonger from claiming their political system there. Cambodia, infantry, Egypt. Lots of losses again. We also need to find new allies, I think. Even one would make a difference. Immigration Acceptance Act. Oof, I never thought I'd see this. United States, with a recent increase in the Mexican population, it has been decided to give them automatic dual citizenship with the United States. Well, I guess Donald Trump is not alive anymore in 2067, so that's something. Definitely not gonna happen now. But I guess it's because they have the northern part of Mexico. Really, they don't have much of a choice. Lost again. Let's just get this thing done. More reinforcements. I think our infantry numbers are dwindling here. But even two is enough just to keep the thing going. Supply lines. Why do we have so few infantry? We lost a lot of them. Good grief. Russia status, I'll take care of that later. Foreign investment. Georgia, our former friends. We've got an offer to invest some money into our friend's business. It's risky, but it could be quite profitable. Well, we've got the money lying around. We even have the action points, so why not? If it can pay off, we certainly will be very happy. Come on. Done. They gave that up. And final. Oh, I should probably have done. No, but that was the only other option. Peace between Hungary and Romania. So what happened there? And Romania is back to its old borders. I think this is what it looked like around the time of World War I. I think so. I remember the shape, you know. Airstrike, USA. Still 43%. The Americans can't do anything there. At least it keeps them busy. We have no more infantry. That's why it was a low thing. Well, one more day. Get them. Score forecast. It's fine. We're 1,000 behind Germany now. It's increasing there. Why are they killing our infantry so quickly? Probably doing suicide bombings or something. But we lost. Let's ambush just for a while. Just till we get our numbers back up. Separatism have to keep paying. Separatism have to keep paying. Let's have a look. Where are we now? Come on, back to the political map. 8, 3 and 2. Investment was a success. What do you know? Our luck is turning. So at least that's 15 more score and 2,000 more money. So we get a good return. Space independence Venus. So they get anxiety. Hopefully they don't start a rebellion. We can't really afford that. Heavy war losses. It's worrying me. They're trying to capture our cities again. 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. Okay, now resign this and start the final offensive. At least it's equal now. Okay, highways network. Let's just see, what do we need now? Really, we have to think about this strategically. Military, we do have the money. The thing is, I don't want to do this during a war because we still get some attack modifiers, and then of course I'd want to change to the arms industry side of things. Let's get nuclear weapons, why not? Said every dictatorship ever, but we're a democracy, so I suppose some elements of the old regime still survived. Come on, again, they just keep massacring our infantry. Space independence Mercury against the US. Come on. Give me some good news. There's a riot. But that's in their country, good grief. I was scared that was coming to us now. That doesn't matter, I don't care about that. I guess this is the... you know, the long oppressed and suffering people of Syria now rising up against Mashriq just before they're about to fall. That makes sense. Let's invest in the US thing. They've got so many hundreds of troops now, but they don't get anything done. They might as well settle that whole thing and just get independence. The war is over, we won, comrades, but let's see if we can get something for our troubles. Don't want a white peace, I want... What happens with liberation? Is that even an option? No, because they're still gonna survive. No. I want them to be a democracy. War score required 70%, impose that, so we're obviously democracy. It gives us 17 score, it's not much, but it's something, I guess. Send the offer. And do we get warmonger from that? Well, it's not high enough to show up here, so if it is there, it's negligible. And now, of course, they have to fight against the rebels, and hopefully they don't lose and then get their dictatorship back again. Well, it's something. Comrades, let's end off on this note. Let's just invest in the stock exchange. India is a very good partner of ours there. In fact, it's our best partner. Let's have a look at our diplomatic relations just to end off. Most of the world is starting to warm up to us. I guess after we took our beating, they thought, well, that settles old scores, so we can start liking you again. France is still sore on us. Germany not so much. Even the US is starting to warm with us again, so... the difference of 2 years is actually quite significant. Iran still hates us, even though they took our land, but I guess it's because we still have a claim on it. Greece obviously still hates us because we control most of their country, but other than that, we're looking okay diplomatically, surprisingly. Yes, so that's something, comrades. Let me know what you think. What is our strategy now? I propose that we eventually, of course, retake southeastern Anatolia. That has to happen. And of course, since we have a core on that, that's a legitimate thing. Other than that, maybe at some point we can expand into Southeast Europe. But I think that's going to be that for our expansionism. At the end of the day, there's only so much we're going to achieve now. I'm not going to be able to take over the whole of the Middle East and all of that. So yes, and then of course, obviously, the goal is to end at the top with number 1, but we still have a bit of catching up to do, but in 32 years we can certainly do that. So let's continue. Yes, comrades, that will do. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day as always.